Hi, this is Peter Godinez, your community ambassador, here with a very special guest, a superintendent, as this program is called, Dan Stepenosky. And he is a doctor, but we're not going to refer to him as a doctor, but he is the superintendent of the Las Virgenes Unified School District here in Westlake Village. So with that, I wanted to begin. Dan, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to your stakeholders and the audience and things like that. But thank you. This is going to be fun, I think.
It's exciting. Let's do it.
I do want to mention we are in Dan's office. We have some of his talk about your, what do you call it, feng shui. You know, I'll get some footage of it, but we have your, your signage where you graduate. You got a plant, you got books, you got family. What am I missing in the feng shui?
So the bamboo is good luck. The painting's from my mom. My mom was an art teacher.
Okay.
And then the picture there is my first ship when I was a U.S. naval officer.
We could do a whole series in regards to you being a Navy SEAL, the driver, and all that stuff. So again, the American flag, which you can see, again, family, just...
Yep. My kids' paintings, artwork over there as well.
No, I love it. So again, we are on here. I do want to tell you, I have a red shirt on today because it is Valentine's Day. And I guess I am the only male that has, it's comfortable with the fact that I'm wearing a red shirt. So I don't wear this all the time. But tell us about this district. What makes it very unique and special in your regards, and what you're trying to get done, actually?
I think the culture and community here, what I enjoy and what I hear from time and time again from parents and staff is a focus and a commitment to, quality academics and rigor, but not forgetting the whole child and their social emotional needs. And their well-being and their wellness and being mindful of that. So I really think we work hard to strike that balance. And I think we'll share some examples of how we do that with you as we discuss.
I think it's really unique. And again, all the different districts have different challenges and opportunities, different profiles and things like that. But if you had to say some of the core things you're trying to accomplish, again, you have kindergarten through 12th grade, is that correct?
Preschool.
Oh my gosh, they're making them younger.
P12, we're calling it P12 now.
So that makes you unique, but what are some of the things you're trying to accomplish given that package, if I can call it that?
Sure. We're focused on ensuring our kids are college and career ready while focusing on the whole child, which is sort of what I said earlier. You can go to our website, lvoc.org, check out our efforts relative to Student 360. We've spent a lot of time working on a human approach to instruction. Solid, rigorous, challenging academics, rich course offerings, strong career to technical ed pathways, but remembering that kids care about learning when they know we care about them.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. Mm-hmm. And remembering that piece there and the importance of all of our 11,500 kids having a trusting adult they can go to. Could be the plant manager, could be a gardener or groundskeeper, could be a cafeteria worker, could be teacher, counselor, administrator, nurse, anything. But we start the year off by meeting with all of our bus drivers. And we say, you're an important part of this. In many cases, you are the first adult and last adult to see our kids. And if you see something, let us know. Maybe you see Sally at the beginning of the school year is loquacious and chatty and engaged with the students. And then in October, she's by herself and withdrawn. Let us know, and we can check in with her, check in with her family, and those little things. It's the little things. The little things are the powerful things, and that's what students remember. Hopefully, they remember the content, they remember the rigor, they remember the critical thinking. But ultimately, when you think back to your experience in school, you remember that teacher who connected with you,
exactly.
The teacher who took the extra 5 seconds or minute, or high-fived you, or hugged you, or checked in on you. That's
right.
Those are all the teachers that I remember, and we it's good for us as educators to remember that human contact and people.
So what's some of the actions you can actually take to actually go after that? Let's call it almost semi-impossible but accomplishable type of goal.
So you want to create a academic program that is challenging, as I've said, but accessible, right? We don't want to lose kids or leave kids behind. So you need a multitude of layers. And so we have taken 40 of our courses and made them UC eligible, so that we're opening the door to colleges. Our UC acceptance and eligibility rate has gone up. the last 5 years. We've increased our number of AP courses. We've added AP Capstone Diploma. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Have.
So we've got that in place. We've also added International Baccalaureate at Agora High School, and the International Baccalaureate internationally recognized diploma. So that's exciting. We're also working on career technical pathways, like I said, a home hospital, medical. We're looking to partner with Los Robles and West Hills Hospital. We've got sports medicine, and we've got careers in education. So we're working on a lot of different levels. Other things we've done, we've increased our graduation requirements. And something we're really excited about, just this year we started with something called Freshman Seminar. New graduation requirement, a course all of our freshmen have to take. And inside of it are everything from 4-year planning. The college counselors come in, there's organization, there's time management, there's stress management, there's mindfulness, there's anxiety reduction, there's bully prevention, there's suicide prevention.
Wow.
There's a lot of the health content standards, nutrition, wellness, sleeping. It's basically a course to set the kids up for being successful for their next 4 years. The kids love it so much they've actually asked for one in senior year to get them ready after they go out into the world.
You know, Dan, you mentioned your involvement with businesses in the area. How much of that do you need more assistance, more help in connecting with the business? And again, if I can give Stan Bantu the shout out just with the P20, his goal in regards to connecting education with business. Do you follow that particular, momentum, if I could say it that way?
Yeah, it's awesome to get feedback, right?
Okay.
And we have a lot of customers or audiences, right? Certainly our students are our number one customer, but our parents, our community, and the business community is part of that. We want to send out the type of students that are prepared to be successful in our business world, in our community. And so we have a whole bunch of partnerships. 4 years ago, I started what's called the Superintendent Advisory Board. And so we have 4 cities in this school district. And so they're at the table. We've got the water district at the table. We've got the sheriffs at the table. And we've got a number of businesses, real estate agencies, those kind of places that come to the table as well. And they advise me, and I share with them what's going on. We're increasing our math graduation requirement. Let's talk about what that means. We're giving all of our students a PSAT in 8th and 10th grade. We have all of our students taking the PSAT in 8th grade.
8th grade.
Kind of shocking.
It is.
And it's been awesome.
What help do you need from businesses and possibly, if our audience, some of the audience would like to be a part of that superintendent roundtable, whatever you call it?
They can email me, sure.
So just make sure they reach out to you.
Yep.
So extend yourself more.
Superintendent at lvusd.org.
I got it down.
We also have Spirent is a
Okay.
huge tech company right
Yes.
down the street. We have what's known as the Calabasas Tech Corridor. So Spirent does some really innovative stuff. I think they're a $500 million company. West Hills Hospital just asked me to be on their board recently, so that's exciting to expand the
Wow.
partnerships. West Hills and Los Robles are part of HCA, which is the largest hospital corporation in the country. That's exciting. But there's also unique chances to bring businesses involved. And so we brought in Spirent and some of their staff on our interview panels when we hired Jim Klein. So
Wow, I didn't know that.
I'm an educator. I couldn't possibly have all the answers on tech. So we said, let's bring in a business and some of their staff, some of the HR staff. They know what's going on. They're a multi-million-dollar international company. They know what the trends are. They know what kind of employees they need and workers they want and students they want graduating from Calabasas and Agora. Sit at our table with us and help us pick the next CTO that can help take us to that next level. And so they were like, really? You want us to come in and help you out? Yeah, doors open. And so that's created a amazing partnership. When you reach out your hand and ask for help, people love to be a part of it. They are invested. When they're part of solving something or building something, they're invested in the success. And so when you bring the companies in, they're connected and invested in our success of our school.
Let's talk a little bit about technology. I mean, technology is a big thing. We just went through saying people don't write checks anymore. There are still people who do, but just the technology there. But what technology are you using in regards to the classroom, but then in the infrastructure walls? You have Jim Klein here, who again, how you found him was through a great process. He brings a lot of business experience into it. But what's your vision for using technology on both sides?
Jim has been an awesome addition to the team, and tech's important. It's where things are at. There's a lot of layers to it. So on one layer, Jim and his team have been able to program a whole bunch of things for us, everything from online registrations to online staff development, professional development, talent development, tracking systems, where we had 1,000 different talent development options last year for our teachers, 1,000. So they would go into one and they would have code that they could enter. And so we had, I think, over 36 hours available to them to improve their skills and their craft. And so Jim's been and his team have worked on the programming side. In the classroom, we did a one-to-one adoption and a strategic plan around ACERs. So we put ACERs in to our schools. We had to go slow, and really the students are able to grasp it and run with it a lot faster. You want to bring the staff along and help them feel comfortable with it. And so we did launch one platform, ACERs only, and then as our staff and the students became more comfortable, we've dialed it back to bring your own device for our high schools that are looking at that at the middle schools. Because the high schoolers, they know what they want. They're comfortable with a PC or an Apple or a MacBook or what. So they push back a little bit when we try to hand them and make them use one platform. And so, but we wanted to start with one, so we didn't have teachers trying to troubleshoot the Mac and Windows machine, that kind of stuff. So that was kind of an interesting piece. We stayed away from iPads. The Unified had a lot of challenges with those, and we do use them in the lowers, in the preschool and the kinder areas, and so we've seen a lot of success there. We've gone to a 10 gig pipe for all of our schools. We've got some built-in redundancies. We've got massive storms out there today, so we've got a couple different providers. So if one goes down, and we've had challenges and fires and all those kinds of things you've heard about. So we've got different ways for the schools to support each other. If our middle schools go down, they can take a feed off our high schools, vice versa. We've got microwave backups as well. So other piece of tech is social media. And there's lots of layers to that. One is communication. If something happens, parents are sharing it out on Nextdoor, Facebook, Instagram, Snap, everything. So we have to really be on top of our communication game so that parents get the information that they need and there's not wild speculation on social media. Students, we need to make sure our students are behaving on social media, and we don't approach it from a don't do these things. We approach it from this is what good digital citizenship looks like. This is what we expect from you. Right. So instead of a list of thou shalt nots, it's this is what we want you to do and behave. And so we have to spend a lot of time in those areas as well, and it's exciting. Social media for us is a chance to tell our story.
Yes.
You said I'm pretty accessible,
You are.
and people are interested in. They want to know you. The students want to know you. The staff wants to know me. They want relationships, with me, and like I said earlier, people want to know that you care.
Is there any shout-outs of some of your key players that you have? We've given Jim a lot of kudos in this thing, but is there anybody else on your staff, and they're all important, but anybody who you might want to just recognize in this interview?
Yeah, one of the favorite parts of my job and being a leader is the team around you. I mean, they're just an inspiration to me. I've got 3 amazing assistant superintendents, Karen Kimmel, Rose Dunn, and Claire Finneran. They're rock stars. And then I've got an amazing team of directors, working with them and on the cabinet team as well. Steve Seifries, Ryan Gleason, Derek Youre, Robbie Amadeo. And they're hitting it all, working with classified or working with secondary schools or working with elementary schools and curriculum adoptions. We've done several $1 million worth of adoptions, and it's been a teacher-led instructor process with a lot of buy-in and collaboration. It's awesome. We have great association. We have great relationships with our associations. We have 2 associations, 2 unions. LVEA, Las Virgenes Educators Association, the president's Craig Hokehouse, phenomenal guy, and our classified staff also. So about 1,100 employees, essentially the biggest employer in this region.
Right.
And great relations with our 2 associations. It's got to be a team effort.
Again, special recognition to your sister Maria Bergstrom. Again, she was like the punter. Never really gets a whole lot of recognition, but she is the one who actually arranged this. So
don't tell anybody, but she runs the whole place.
Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
All that, and I hope you enjoyed everything that Dan said. So with that, this is Peter Godinez, your community ambassador. Until next time.